God's big story. This week, Moses in the wilderness.
Hi friends, welcome to BKids. I'm Emily and it is so good to see you. Before we hear a true story from the Bible, let's sing a song to worship God. Let's warm up those voices. La 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 la! Ooh, whoop. All right, here we go.
Let's move and sing to God.
You never turn away, you never leave my side. And every time I call your name out just to find that you're already right here with me, never been alone. I can trust you with my heart, 'cause this I know. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing, I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, I will trust you with my heart. There are days when I feel I need a friend, and then I hear your voice reminding me again that you're already right here with me, never been alone. I can trust you with my heart, 'cause this I know. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing, I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, I will trust you with my heart. No matter what may come, no matter what I go through, God, you are never gonna fail me, I will trust you with my heart. No matter what may come, no matter what I go through, God, you are never gonna fail me, I will trust you with my heart. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing, I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, I will trust you with my heart.
It's time for a true story from the Bible.
Do you like putting together puzzles? I do, but sometimes it can get a bit tricky or frustrating, especially if one of the pieces is missing, right? Have you ever put together a puzzle with 200 pieces? Well, what about 1,000 pieces? The Bible is kind of like a puzzle. Each story in it is like one piece that fits into a much bigger picture. Now, if you only read one story, or you only have one piece of the puzzle, you can't really see the final picture. It just doesn't make sense. But the more you read the Bible, the more God's big story starts to fit together. Today, we'll hear about a man named Moses, and you can find his true story in the second book of the Bible called Exodus. Watch this.
Stories of the Bible. Moses in the wilderness. This is Moses, who was an Israelite born in Egypt, in a time when Israelite boys were not supposed to live.
Wait, huh?
Moses, however, grew up in the palace of the Pharaoh, the very man who was enslaving the Israelite people. When Moses grew up, he made a big mistake and fled Egypt to live with the Midianites. But God called Moses back to Egypt to deliver his people with the help of his brother Aaron. After God showed his miraculous power in Egypt, he led the Israelites through the Red Sea and towards the Promised Land. They followed God, who showed himself as a cloud by day and fire by night. As God led them through the wilderness, the Israelites became thirsty and hungry. They complained to Moses and Aaron and said, "If only we had died in Egypt." God said to Moses that he would provide for his people. Each morning they awoke and found manna for the day.
What's that?
And each night God gave them meat. The people were still thirsty, and they were mad at Moses, saying, "Did you bring us out here to die of thirst?" So Moses cried out to God, and God told Moses to strike a rock, and water came flowing out of it for the people to drink. And so the Lord provided for his people's needs. After traveling in the desert for 3 months, they came to Mount Sinai, and God called Moses from the top of the mountain. God spoke to Moses there of the future of his people and reminded him of the miracles of the past. After 3 days, there was thunder and lightning as a thick cloud covered the mountain. The people heard a loud trumpet blast. And Moses led people to the foot of the mountain to meet with God. God told them how his people were to live and how they were to honor him and respect each other. The Israelites had seen for themselves that God had spoken to Moses from heaven. These rules that God told them are called the 10 Commandments. And the Israelites feared God, for his mighty power had brought them out of slavery and provided for them in the desert.
Moses was an important part of God's big story, a story that started a long time ago with God's promise to a man named Abraham to give him land and a big family. Moses is the great, 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 great grandson of Abraham. For real. God chose Moses to lead the Israelites to the land he had promised to Abraham more than 400 years earlier. But that's not all. God chose Moses to rescue the Israelites from slavery in Egypt. And God chose Moses to receive the 10 Commandments so people should know how they could act towards God and towards each other. God is powerful and did impossible things through Moses. God spoke to Moses through a burning bush. He made a path through the Red Sea so that the people could walk through. And he provided food from the sky and water from a rock. How awesome! The Bible is God's big story, and God chose Moses to be a part of it.
It's time for our Bible verse.
Are you excited to learn some new words from the Bible? We learn these new words or verses from the Bible because they're from God. So listen closely and watch what I do. Ready? God's way is perfect. 2 Samuel 22:31. Should we give it a try together? Okay, remember our verse starts with God's way. Ready? God's way is perfect. 2 Samuel 22:31. Nice work. Okay, let's try it one more time together, okay? Ready? God's way is perfect. 2 Samuel 22:31. Wow, you guys did such a great job. God's way is good, it's excellent, it's wonderful, and of course, perfect. Now we'll keep practicing this verse next time because it comes right from the Bible. And we know that the Bible is God's big story.
Let's move and sing to God.
Why would I worry? You never show up late, and you don't make mistakes. I'm not in a hurry, no. I'm walking at your pace, 'cause you showed a better way. In the night, I won't be afraid. You're by my side, so I know I'm okay. So I will sing at the top of my lungs, the loudest praise. And it goes like, hey, you never change. Your love is strong and it won't fade away. And oh, you never let go. Every day I will sing your praise. I will sing your praise. Praise, praise. I will sing your praise. Praise. You're my maker. Yeah, you are. You call me by my name since before the earth was made. The whole world's creator. Yeah. You put the stars in space and the smile on my face. In the night, I won't be afraid. You're by my side,